Good morning, guys. Today is 22/12/2020, Tuesday. We are almost 1 month away from the examination, and I hope that your preparation is going on well. You all are doing well, okay? And you keep preparing for the other papers also and look into that. I am trying at my level best to finish this course, okay, as early as possible. So that is why I'm going a little fast also. Now, without wasting any more time, let's start our today's topic. The today's topic is about basic strategy. Okay, this is about the basic strategy of decision making. This is what we are going to cover in today's topic. Okay, yesterday we have read about decision making. Okay, its types, etc., its features. And today is basic strategy of decision making. Let's start. Okay, in the last decade, decision making has gained due importance as an administration. It has also been accepted fact that the process of decision, okay, decision may vary, decision making may vary. Vary means different. Okay, the process of decision making vary means it can be different depending on the several factors. Okay, like the nature of the problem, exigencies of the problem, impact of the solution, and context of the problem. Okay, like in what situation, what kind of decision we make, it depends, okay, on the different kinds of aspects. The selection of a particular model in decision making in educational settings depends on the situation, the specificity that decides selection of the appropriateness of model. The most popular models employed in decision making process have been discussed as follows. Now here we are going to discuss about the most important. Okay, what are the models which are used in decision making? Okay, so the first one we have the classical model. Okay, you all need to remember this, the classical model. Now what happens according to the classical model? The decision making process is a series of sequential steps. Okay, sequential steps means something which goes step by step. This model employs an optimizing strategy. Okay, optimizing, the term you can see, optimizing. And what is this optimizing? Optimizing means, it means the best. Okay, so this method utilizes the best strategy. Okay, it pledges that decision should be completely rational. Okay, it employs an inflicting strategy by seeking the best possible alternative to maximize the achievements of goals and objective. All right, now when we are going for the next one. Okay, and what is the next one? Is this one, the administrative model? Okay, so the complexity of the most organizational problems and the limited capacity of human mind make it virtually impossible to use an optimizing strategy of any but the simplest problems. Hence, the need for the strategy which could be more effective arose. Okay, now here Herbert, you need to remember this name here. Okay, Herbert Simon in 1974 was first to introduce this strategy of satisfying. Okay, it is popularly known as satisfying strategy. Okay, and this strategy is also known as called your satisfying strategy, as you can see here. Okay, now this is a situation where there is a reliance on both theory and experience in decision making. Okay, now what it is? It is a situation where there is a reliance. Okay, now what is this reliance? Reliance, we are not talking about the Reliance company of Dhirubhai Ambani over here. Okay, the Reliance word, okay, which is actually a noun, and it means an act of relying on somebody or something, when you depend on someone or something. This is the one dictionary meaning of it. And the another meaning of this could be truth. Okay, so this is a situation where there is a truth on the both theory and experience in decision making. Okay, the next one is the incremental model. Okay, now what is this incremental model? In educational setting, there may be situations where neither the classical model nor administrative model works and may need other strategies. Occasionally, this situation requires an incremental situation. Okay, now which is a strategy of successive limited comparison. This strategy works if the set of relevant alternative is indefinable and the consequences of each alternative is unpredictable. Unpredictable is the opposite of predictable, is unpredictable. For example, to what new activities should a school administrator allocate more resources? The incremental strategy was first introduced by David Bray Brook and Charles Lindblom 1963, as well as Lindblom and Cohen 1979. Okay, so you need to remember these names. Okay, this is important here. Okay, that when was this was introduced. Okay, incremental theory. Strategy was introduced by David Brookley and Charles Limboni in 1963, as well as the Limbon colony in 1979. Okay, the decision-making approach was characterized as the science of muddling through. Okay, this is important. You need to remember what was it is known as the science of muddling through. Okay, they are of the opinion, and what was their opinion? They are of the opinion that this is the only appropriate approach toward the systematic decision making according to them. They think that this is the only right approach to for decision making. When there is a high uncertainty and complex issues at play, this kind of decision making does not need a comprehensive analysis of alternatives or a prior determination of satisfactory outcomes. It solely considers alternatives similar to the existing ones, ignoring outcomes that are outside the narrow range of decision makers' interest. Okay, the next one, next and the fourth and the last in this topic. Okay, this is called mixed scanning or adaptive decision making. See, it has a two names. Okay, it can also be called as your either the mixed scanning or it is also known as called a adaptive decision making. Okay, two different names. So don't get confused. Okay, they can give you the question like the mixed scanning is also known as called dash. So and then they may come up with any four options. So you should know that mixed scanning is also known as called your adaptive decision making. Okay, when situations for the complex decisions erupt means something which develop. The mixed scanning model of decision making is proposed for use. Mixed scanning as a model unites the best of both the administrative and incremental modes. A decision making model named humble decision making. Okay, what we call it? Humble decision making, as you can see here. Okay, that copes with the uncertainties, okay, faced by contemporary administrator was reintroduced by Amity Ettilori in 1976, 1967, sorry. Okay, so it was reintroduced by Amity Ettilori in 1967. Okay, however, a more descriptive title for this would be adaptive or mixed scanning decision making. Now, mixed scanning decision making include the two sets of judgment. Okay, so there are in mixed decision making includes two sets of judgment. Okay, now what are these two sets of judgment? First is incremental decision leading the organizational towards the direction prescribed by the policy, and next one is alternatives of the organization, basic policies and mission. Now, rationalization of administrative model is amalgamated. Okay, this now see here, this may be the new word is called that we call it amalgamated. Amalgamated. Okay, what is this? Actually, there are the three syllables in this word amalgamated. Amalgamated. Okay, and it means combined from two or more entities and make it one specific. Okay, so rationalization of administrative model is amalgamated means this is mixed up of two, and when we make one out of two things. Okay, it's simple and easy language if I will say. Okay, that is amalgamated with the flexibility in mixed scanning. The rules for the mixed scanning involve the following. Now, what are the rules of the mixed scanning that you can see here? Okay, what it involves? It involves your fractionalizing. It involves your tentativeness. It involves your decision making. It involves your focus, trial and error. Okay. So these strategies have the tendency to be skillfully employed by the administrator and demonstrate a capacity to process with the partial knowledge, flexibility and cautions. Now, capturing decision making as it happens as in a emergent process, okay, with more immediate and proximate observation and recording of the data might provide a better picture of it as it occurs in context. Okay. That would clearly reveal that there are very few situations where the similar model are used for making decisions. Most situations demand the complex models to make more effective and workable decisions. In fact, Simon in 1987 urges that decision making can be conceived as a continuum of styles, with the rational and non rational components being used in a complementary fashion in effective decision making. It is the nature of the decision which governs the mix of style. Okay, so this is all about this topic, and I'm stopping this video here. And next, I will come with another topic. Okay, so we will try to cover as many topics. I am making it short video only because I know that you guys have, like, when it's a lengthy video, long video. So some of you don't have time to sit for the long hours because you assess to this while traveling and while at work, or at the different places. So it's better we divide and we go ahead. Okay, so thank you very much for being on this channel, and bye bye, and take care. Soon I will come with the next video. Okay, bye bye.